Coming up next is a detailed explanation from my son Justin, who's applying a typical white rubber roofing application over a flat roof that needs extensive prep work. The external barge board was rotten and deteriorated from water infiltration behind flashing that was done improper. The back of the property, the water was falling over the back of the property and getting down behind and deteriorating due to ice damming and a small E-box, and there were many puddles, which we have resolved with leveler. At the end, you will see a external K-gutter application with sky hooks for durable installation and a heat wire inside the K-gutter to prevent ice damming, and a very efficient white rubber roofing application and the reconditioning of 2 external skylights. There will be some additional before and after shots when this is completed.
Originally there was a cap here reversed up. The idea would have worked, but it probably leaked because they didn't undermuck it. You can see the old roof to the new muck line. Go into the back, cut off the top edge, get to the wood, see what's going on.
Okay, see we got all the capping off, but now we're taking the barge board off. The E-box was just on top of the rubber. This lining, you can see it's all clean. See the wood's all rotted away. That's on the E-box leaking. Okay, you can see we got our new barge on. It's screwed and nailed. Okay, we're starting to put our capping on.
Put our cap underneath the rubber. We're going to HER the rubber to the cap. And after we'll HER on top of the rubber. We got to do a nice underbead because no matter what, all the water is going to be touching this edge. We don't need anything traveling back and under. There's a lot of work going on right here on this edge. There's a little bit of a bump up from all the rubber, basically the muck. There's a bunch of layers of muck right here. So what probably happens, like every roof, you can see the dark spots of puddles. And then this rubber overlaps this rubber, and then it puddles there. It happens every 30 inches. We're gonna come out tomorrow, we're gonna put down the BC 300. And we're just gonna kind of level this whole area, this last run of rubber. So when all the water comes down, alright, we got 1 5-gallon can of BC down in this little area here. That means there'll be 5 gallons of less water here, roughly. Fills in the puddle areas. It's tough to see now, but it's self-leveling. We'll do the same thing for down this run. And back here. Put a heat wire inside. It's laying in the K-gutter. It goes down the hole. And gets the water out on the ground.
Alright, see we got the first coat on. All side is the heavies there. They got the heavy BC in here. Around the skylights, all the way around the edges. Where puddling was over here.
Line here just showing that the whole roof has got a second coat on there. Skylights are painted silver. The wall shingles are all coated. The whole roof is white coated. All the way down to the end.
Okay, we're up here. I start chopping out the part where we need it to so the water evaporate. We have a hole that goes right into the roof here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna fill that in. Make the whole vent, I guess. Okay, let's get it level because it's a little bit higher. See, it's chopping it out now. We're gonna put the new 4-inch in. You see, no matter what, you still got that hump there, so it has to come out. All right, this is the old E-box that was in here. Okay, you can see how small it is. It's only about 7 inches. And this is the one we're putting in there. See the difference in the length? Still has slag underneath of the rubber. Justin's actually under mucking the rubber, sealing it properly. There's the hole. So now we're gonna repatch it up. Piece of fabric in the hole, then there you go. Looks good. And we'll do again. Just mucking it, then I'll fabric all this back in again. Repatched it. So you can see here, hold on. See, got heavy gauge aluminum on top of that. Just tucking the fabric underneath the rubber to seal it. The box is in. So we use this slope that reaches up to the top of the roof. It's the best kind of U-box you can use because they keep building up the roofs. He's doing the final steps now. He's going to muck and fabric it again. The U-box is now mucked and fabric in, so you can't see no lines, no seams. See, the water is just going to run right out. Okay, over here you see heavy grade the wall all the way around the perimeter, around the pipes. Okay, this is our roof. Long shot. Walls are done. U-box is done.
As you get in the back here, he needs a heat wire. You can see he's got leaves and debris. Cleared out the E-box. You can see it's rotted through. You can see the old straight cuts compared to the new stuff that's growing. So they've known that this tree is here. Someone's been up here and trimmed it before. You can see I've removed all the mud, vines, tree roots. You can also see where all inside there where that tree root is coming in on this side and also on that side. It's all been taken out of there. Now I'm going to have to cut across here so that this will now run down and in. You can see I've taken this trench out for where any water that comes down this valley comes along here or off here. The waves are all from the roots inside here. I just also want to point out, you can see I've started all my under mucking. I've sealed up everything that was gapped in there. You can see also across the base here. And then also again inside that wall. You can see this whole wall here has been serviced, this valley. All the humps are out. You can see here, I've set it in. It's all sealed. Now this is all going to get tied in. I'm going to reseal all this again. Reseal all this again. I'm going to tie this fold over here. Like so. This is already set behind what was in there, also down in there. And then we'll start to repair this area here. You see the first layer of the gray and white system is being placed on. All the way back. You can see where we've serviced the stripper here with muck. We are not coating the muck on the first coat because it makes it tear. You can see here what I have left before I go down. This area here. You can see we've coated on the chimney also. And the heat wire. We hooked up on the second coat. We're putting the spout together now. You can see here where this is all level now. That has to stay that way or else it'll fall apart. You can also see we've sealed all pipes.
You can see the white roofing has been completed. The finished layer has been applied on the whole roof. Any of the muck spots have been done. You can also see the heat wire where it is on the roof, and that runs out of the U-box, down all the way to the ground, out of the bottom of the spout. The spout is complete, and the whole white roof is complete. You can see everything.